Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Adrian, and thank you so much for joining me today. And I want to talk a little bit about the Beastmen expansion for Total War Warhammer. It released today at like 6 a.m., which was quite a few hours ago. Wanted to talk a little bit about it, give you my impressions on it, and basically help you out to decide if you want to buy this expansion. So first off, I want to say I've played the Beastman expansion for maybe about 4 hours or so. I played the new Eye for an Eye campaign. I've done a few battles. This is actually footage of one of the battles that I did earlier this morning. And so I want to talk about the Beastmen. First thing I got to say is that they look and sound and play like Beastmen. They're very aggressive. The models are awesome. The animations are beautiful. Everything looks really good about the Beastmen. I just want to throw that down. They look awesome. I think Creative Assembly has done a great job in having them feel like beastly creatures. So I would say if you're looking for that experience to look and have the feel of a Beastmen race, then you're gonna get that. I do have some reservations about the expansion pack though. The Eye for an Eye campaign, the new mini campaign, is kind of limited in scope. It's fun, but I just feel like for the price tag of the expansion, you might be a little disappointed. I think they could have fleshed out the campaign maybe a little bit, added some more playable factions, added some different start positions, things like that. So far though, I've enjoyed the Eye for an Eye campaign. I played like 200 turns into it. It really did not take me that long. I had great fun with it. I think you could have a lot of fun. It feels a little lackluster compared to other mini campaigns that have been released for Total War before. Yeah, you know, The Last Roman, Wrath of Sparta, Hannibal at the Gates. Those were campaigns, man. Those were mini campaigns that you loved. They had so many different factions to play as. There was a lot of different, things that could happen. The maps were huge. The maps were so big on the campaign map, and you could spend, forever on those campaigns, right? They would get you as long as a grand campaign could keep you intertwined in the game. There was just a lot of content in those mini campaigns, and I just feel like for the Eye for an Eye campaign, it's a little more narrow. But then again, I guess you also have to take into account that that is kind of the way that it was designed. So, as far as the Beastmen faction, the units are awesome. These are like, see here, I have some footage of some Minotaurs right here. They look awesome and kick-ass. And the Beastmen units are actually pretty powerful if you know how to use them properly. The Minotaurs are great against cavalry and infantry. The Gore Herds are pretty fast striking infantry. It might appear a bit lackluster to some people. I enjoy the unit roster myself. I think you really have to use tactics to your advantage. You know, using your Vanguard deployment, ambushing people, not going head on as I'm doing here against Empire troops, right? They're disciplined, their weapons will beat yours. You really got to be a little more tactical, I guess you could say, with the Beastmen, just because you have to focus on ambush tactics, guerrilla tactics, and raiding. They're a very aggressive faction on the campaign map, so you always have to be moving around, being hidden, being tactical with your choices here. Oh, this is going to be some awesome footage here. You'll see some Minotaurs come in here, take out some of these Demigryph Knights. Those Minotaurs are kick-ass, man. Those guys can go toe-to-toe with Demigryph Knights and Empire Knights and all sorts of stuff. So I would say the Beastmen faction, I enjoy it a lot. I love it. You know, I love the expansion pack. Like I said, the mini campaign is a little, it's limited in scope, but I think for the most part, if you're a Total War fan or if you're a Warhammer fan, I think you're going to enjoy the expansion pack. But I would say if you don't have a lot of experience with the Total War franchise or Warhammer, if you're not a huge fan of that kind of stuff, then maybe you should actually hold off from this expansion. I think this expansion was a little more geared towards, I guess, fans of Total War, fans of Warhammer, people who have been around this series for a little while. I think that's where this expansion pack is going to breathe the most life for people, is if you've been around it for a while. You've been around in the content in Warhammer and Total War, and you're having a great time with it. I think if you're a newcomer, this might not be the expansion pack for you. You might want to wait for a sale before you go and get that new race. But that's just my thoughts, I enjoy it. I like the mini campaign. I like the units. They're pretty badass. Watching the battles and stuff play out is awesome. The faction mechanics are really interesting. They feel fresh compared to the orcs and the chaos, who can be horde factions. the Beastmen feel fresh, and so I think that's their greatest advantage, to be honest. So that's just me though. I say, you know, decide for yourself what you think about it. Hopefully, you know, this video can help you a little bit. I'm a pretty big Total War fan. You know, I've played a lot of the games. I'm not very good at the game, I guess, compared to other people, but I've played a lot of Total War and I like it. I enjoy the expansion, you know, so I would encourage you to at least check out some videos, at least check out some commentaries and decide for yourself if it's worth buying. I would recommend it. I would say yes, buy it, but that's just me. So I hope this has helped you. I will see you guys in the next episode. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. If you have some questions, I'll be sure to answer them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.